In the bustling city of Lagos, where the sun rose with the roar of motorcycles and the hum of ambition, lived a young woman named Dahlia. She was striking, tall, soft-spoken, with a brilliance in her eyes that spoke of discipline and dreams. She built her success from scratch, a thriving fashion brand that employed dozens of women, elevating them from hardship to dignity. To the world, she was a symbol of achievement. To herself, she was simply a woman who refused to be claimed by greed. Her beauty attracted suitors. They arrived in waves: businessmen, entertainers, politicians' sons, even pastors who spoke in polished English and shallow scripture. They praised her, flattered her, begged her to marry, but their intentions carried the same bitter scent. They wanted her wealth, her influence, her company. Dahlia learned to read their eyes before their lips spoke. She rejected them all. Her aunties shook their heads. A woman who waits too long will starve her destiny. They warned, but Dahlia held firm. She often remembered her late grandmother's words. The one who hunts honey because it is sweet forgets that bees have stingers. Then came a man named Tade. He was quiet, reserved, and intelligent. He claimed no title and made no grand promises. They met during a charity event Dahlia sponsored. He spoke of community and culture, and when he complimented her work, he did so with reverence, not hunger. Slowly, Dahlia opened her guarded heart. Weeks passed, and she allowed herself to feel the warmth she once denied. They walked through Balogun Market, laughing with vendors, and sampling roasted corn from street stands. Tade listened to her frustrations about suitors and dreams of expanding her business. He never once asked for money, favors, or access. He asked only to know her better. Dahlia believed destiny had finally smiled. But envy drips quietly, like venom from a snake's fang. One evening, Dahlia attended a networking gala. There, she heard whispers like rusted blades. "So that's the one she's planning to marry," one woman muttered. Another said, "I heard he's already selling her company's designs." Dahlia turned sharply, asking where they had such lies. They smiled cruelly. "Go and ask him," they replied. That night, Dahlia confronted Tade. He denied everything, but his eyes trembled. She had seen enough humans to know when truth hid behind fear. She fell silent. He left her with a forced smile, promising to return when she was calm. The moment the door shut, Dahlia's heart cracked. She felt foolish, betrayed not by another greedy man, but by her own trust. Days passed with no word. Dahlia closed herself off. Her staff noticed the change, but she spoke to no one. She could not bear the shame of being fooled. Then one night, she dreamt of her grandmother sitting beneath a mango tree. The woman's eyes were kind but stern. She said, "Child, a thief may steal gold, but the sun still rises. Why do you sit in darkness?" Dahlia woke in tears. The next morning, she called her friend Ngozi, a lawyer who had stood by her since their university days. Together, they investigated. What they found shook Dahlia's core. Tade had not stolen money or designs. He had refused multiple offers from men who once pursued her. Influential suitors eager to regain access to her empire had tried to bribe him, promising wealth if he used his closeness to Dahlia. He had rejected them, and in retaliation, they spread rumors. Armed with truth, Dahlia sought Tade. She found him in a modest apartment, packing his belongings. You believed them, he said quietly. I thought if I stayed, I would drown in their poison. Dahlia stepped forward trembling. I didn't believe them. I feared them. I feared my own heart. He looked at her surprised by her honesty. Outside, Lagos traffic buzzed like restless spirits, but inside, time softened. Dahlia apologized, not for rejecting him, but for rejecting herself all these years. In the weeks that followed, Dahlia and Tade worked together to expose the corruption of the suitors who had plotted against her. They shared evidence publicly, and the scandal shook the circles of influence. Dahlia's company gained even greater respect, and women across Nigeria admired her courage. Tade became her trusted partner, not in wealth, but in purpose. Whenever young girls asked Dahlia how to navigate love, she told them a simple truth. If a man sees only your crown, hide your throne. If he sees your scars, your dreams, and your mother's prayers, then maybe, just maybe, you have found a companion. And so the elders would nod and say, the heart that guards itself with wisdom will never be conquered by greed. Moral: in every season of life, wealth and beauty draw envy, but integrity draws destiny. Trust not the praise of eager mouths, but the quiet loyalty of honest hearts.